Hello everyone. In this video I want to look at finding the standard form of a circle from a general equation as we see here. One that's not remotely near the standard form. For something like this involves completing the square. What I need to do is I want to organize it such that my x's and y's are together. I already have my constant on the other side of the equation, which is where I want to keep it. So what I'm going to do is rearrange it so that my x's, as I said, are together. So I'm going to have x squared plus 4x, and then plus y squared minus 10y equals 21. So I have it here. I purposely left some space in between so that I could work with it. For each one of these, now I want to complete the square for the x's and the y's individually. For the x squareds, I have a positive 1 coefficient, so I don't need to do anything else with it. I need then to look at my b value, which is right here. My b value is positive 4, so I'm going to, this is where I add b over 2 squared to both sides. So it becomes 4 over 2, which I square, becomes 2 over 2, which is 4. That means I add 4 here, and I add 4 over here on the other side of the equation. Notice I don't add 4 with the y's. I'm adding it with the x's. That's where I got the 4 from. And I'm following all the rules of balancing equations because of the addition property of equality, because I've added 4 to both sides of the equation, just once. Now similarly, for my y's, my b value is negative 10, so I have negative 10 over 2 squared, which gives me 5 squared, so I have positive 25, and the same over here. At this point, I want to factor. I need to factor both my x's and my y's. Now we could factor normally by saying what multiplies to 4 and combines to 4, and so on. But what I prefer to do is a simple trick. Is I know that each one of these is going to be a quantity squared, and I know it's going to have, for the first one, an x, the second one a y. The simplest way that I like to look at it is, what's my b over 2 value? You know, the b over 2 in the first case was 4 over 2, which reduced to a positive 2. So that goes directly in my parentheses. Same thing over here. My b over 2 was negative 10 over 2, which became a negative 5. So minus 5 here. And let me make a little adjustment. I should include that here, and negative 5 squared, which would still be 25. But for the factoring purposes, negative 5 goes with the y. Now I have both my terms factored. On the right side, I want to add up all my terms, so my 21, my 4, and my 25, which would give me 50. Now I have the equation in standard form for the circle, which means that my center is going to be negative 2, positive 5, with a radius of what would be the square root of 50, but I want to reduce to make this 5 square root of 2. So using completing the square, we can find the standard form of a circle from a general equation as such.